Welcome to Sound K.
It's his first time on Sound K today, and I'm very happy to introduce to you guys YunB. Hello.
Hey, what's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good time.
Hello. Okay, very soft-spoken voice. All right. Can you just say hello to our listeners and just kind of introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. Well, hello, everybody. There's 61 people watching right now.
More people listening.
And more people listening. Oh, right. It's been a minute since I've been on radio, so excuse if I make any mistakes. But anyway, this is YunB. I'm a producer slash rapper slash vocalist slash doing a lot of things, actually. Also working at a platform company, like for web design and stuff like that.
Wow.
Also running a brand, like clothing brand. So doing a lot of things, jack of all trades. And I would like to say that I would strive to be a master of all. Yes.
Dang. How do you divide all of your schedule? How do you stay on top of all the things that you need to do?
I mean, it's just I guess sometimes I'm kind of like a workaholic, I would say. So I have to do something. So maybe it's a sign of ADHD. I don't know. But I just like to work.
Wow, that's good. So you got a hardworking artist right here, not just with music, but in all fields. It is your first time here on Sound K, right?
Yes, it is. It is indeed my first time on Sound K.
First time on Arirang Radio too?
First time on Arirang Radio as well.
Okay, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm glad that I could actually do a live song later today, because it's been a year since COVID and all that. Yo, for real? Yes, I kind of forgot how my live sounded even. Yeah.
It's gonna sound good. You did the rehearsal before, right?
Yes, I did the rehearsal, and it didn't sound too good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be good. All right, so we'll listen to his live in a little bit, but since it's his first time here, we definitely have to get to know him a little bit before we start talking about his music. First, can we ask you on how you got your name YunB? Is that just your name?
Well, back in the days of the SoundCloud era, when people were using SoundCloud and producing beats, that was my ID. It was YunB, not Lil B. Same for my Instagram ID. So basically, it's like a pun on Lil B, the rapper.
There's a rapper named Lil B?
Yeah, he was basically there's this movement called the Bass God movement, where it really means like. So it's like, I don't give a movement.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
so.
we're not allowed to curse on this.
I'm sorry about
it's okay.
that.
It's okay. It's your first time on radio. We understand.
So,
Anyways.
So yeah. It's like a pun on that, a wordplay on that. So YunB, not Lil B.
Well, do you have an English name?
Yeah, my English name is Mike.
Mike? That is so far from YunB.
Yeah, it is very far. My name's Mike, yeah.
What is your Korean name then?
Myung-yunbaek.
Yunbaek. Oh, okay. So
Yunbaek.
Yun is the same.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
B. Yeah.
Exactly,
B for
the
B.
initials, the initials.
Oh, okay. Yunbaek. YunB. So yes, you've been using that name for quite a long time now then.
Yeah. So if I include the SoundCloud days, I would say 8-9 years, almost a decade.
Oh, have you ever thought about changing your name? I wish I need a better name.
To be honest, by the time that thought even occurred, it was too late. So
that's what everyone says.
Exactly.
Yeah, you use your name for more than 3-4 years. People already know you by YunB. So
yeah.
No, but it's a nice name, YunB.
YunB,
It's very simple too.
It's simple, yeah.
So we're gonna ask you a little more personal questions too, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Well, we got to know your real name. Can we ask you what your date of birth is?
Yeah, April 15th, 1992. Year of the monkey.
Nice.
And zodiac sign is Aries.
Oh, wow. All the specifics. Okay. What are your hobbies and your expertise?
My hobbies, I'll say just working out, just making music, producing, and just having a good time with my friends.
What kind of workout do you do?
Calisthenics, weightlifting, boxing, all kinds of physical activities. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have a nickname that your friends call you by?
Well, they used to call me Terminator.
Why?
Because I was very I would say robot-like back in the days.
How?
Very logical, very the pekpok, in Korean. That's the guy who would lay down the facts.
Yeah, straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward.
Oh.
Like kind of like a bulldozer almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're MBTI, you're definitely a T, huh?
Nah.
You're an F?
Yeah.
What? Then how are you like a robot?
Yeah,
like...
that was like that was 5 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So that was the only nickname that I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Terminator. Actually, I had another nickname back in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I first got into DJing. Middle school, high school, in between that time. So Mixmaster Mike was my ID.
Mixmaster Mike.
Yeah, I'm
wow.
not even gonna lie.
Wait, you got into DJing in junior high school?
Yeah.
How did you get into that? Did someone teach you?
This is a funny story. I was playing the PS2.
Yeah.
And there's this game called SSX Tricky. It's a snowboarding game.
Uh-huh.
And there's this character called Mixmaster Mike. So I was like, who is this Mixmaster Mike? And I searched it, and supposedly it's a DJ's name.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, what is DJing? So I started searching about DJing. So that's how I got into DJing and mixing, the art of mixing, beat matching and all that.
What?
So it's a very, it ran off in a tangent, I would say.
Uh-huh.
So,
Wait, so
yeah.
that was the first time you found out about what DJing was, and you just got into it right away. It seemed interesting.
Yeah, it seemed interesting. I didn't have the money to purchase the equipment until I was a freshman in college. But the very first thing I did, I remember when I went to college was I bought myself like 2 turntable decks and a mixer, some studio monitoring speakers, and a mic, and basically the whole studio set. And so basically my dorm was a single room. Yeah. And people used to call it Club Mike.
Did people come to your room to like party and dance? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They would pay I charge $2. And then I'll buy this huge like 40 ounce Bacardi, like couple of them. And people will just come in and go.
Wait, you didn't get in trouble for that?
I mean, the RAs participated.
Wow. And you went to NYU, right?
Yeah.
So you were living in the NYU dorms?
Yeah, Rubin Hall. I still remember.
Hey, I've heard of that.
Yeah, Fifth Avenue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was my freshman year.
This was allowed.
This was not allowed, but shout out to the RA. He was a cool guy. He got kicked out.
Oh no! Because of you?
Because of what he allowed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Omitting a lot of details.
Yeah,
for radio sake.
Hey,
yeah.
I like that guy. Yeah, he
like
passed the vibe check.
He did indeed.
So you're not a T when it comes to MBTI. So what exactly is your MBTI?
ENFJ.
ENFJ.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay. You're not a robot anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was back in like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was all about martial arts discipline. Just all about nature.
Nature?
Yeah, because, I'm from upstate.
Right.
So my heart lies in upstate New York.
Uh-huh.
I'm an Eagle Scout. And it's really funny to say that I'm an Eagle Scout because people don't know about Boy Scouts in Korea.
Yeah.
So back then I was kind of this kind of like weird mix between Korean culture and super suburban culture plus New York City culture.
Yeah.
So it was like 짬뽕이라고 할 수 있죠.
So he went to school in Syracuse, upstate high school.
Yes.
And did you have any exposure to Korean culture or Korean content at all growing up there?
Back in high school, to be honest, there were 3 Korean people in my school. So that was basically all the exposure that I got.
Really?
Yeah. One dude was super Korean. One dude was actually everyone was super Korean except for me.
Except for you.
Yeah, all the Koreans there. And then most of my friends were just suburban kids. They had a couple acres of land.
What do you guys do for fun then?
Well, omitting some details.
Yes,
omitting some details. So for fun, we would literally just like put cans and shoot them.
With guns?
Yeah, of course. Like this is the funny thing is what Dickies sporting goods.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't know that guns were so outlawed in in the city.
Yeah.
Until I got there. But in upstate New York, the funny thing is, you go to Dickies, they have a gun section. You could buy firearms there.
I actually heard about that.
Yeah, in Dickies Sporting Goods.
Yeah, in other states too, where guns are allowed.
Exactly.
It was such like a culture shock to me.
Yeah, and then at the minimum, you could purchase pellet guns, like small pellet guns for pest control.
Oh,
So,
what?
Like this pellet pistol. So we would just go out. I still remember this place. If anybody by any chance is watching this from Syracuse, they would know Thorndon Park. That was like the place to go and shoot stuff. So
Wow.
so that was my high school. Yeah.
High school life. They allowed that in high school? You can buy guns in high school?
I mean, you obviously not in school.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, I
and-
see. All right. Okay, that's very interesting. I would like to hear more about your childhood. I love how you omitted like all the, probably the most important details, but
Yeah.
we'll just, we'll leave the rest up
The
to, the
imagination,
curious.
the imagination.
Yes. All right. So, you went to school in Syracuse and then you went to NYU. And what were you studying in NYU?
I majored in philosophy
Philosophy.
and minored in business entertainment.
Why did you major in philosophy? Like, what did you want to be?
So this is also like a funny story. Is back in 10th grade sophomore year, I had the chance to take this class at Georgetown called Global Justice. And being the naive suburban kid I was, I was really into global justice. Like how do you solve poverty, that type of stuff, as a little high school kid. And then that really got me into philosophy. And then my mother, being the Sky Castle-esque mother she is, she was like, oh, you gotta get into an Ivy League school, you gotta go to Cornell, you gotta go to Princeton, but I was like, no, ma, I want to go to the city, I want to explore. And then she's like, then what's your major gonna be? And I'm like, philosophy. She's like, what are you gonna do with that? And I told her. So I searched, well, what do philosophy major students usually do?
Yeah.
And they usually go to law school. So I told my mom, yeah, I'm gonna go to law school. I'm gonna be a lawyer, mom. So, to be honest, to be honest, yeah.
And then here you are doing music.
Yes, here I am doing music.
What did she say when you told her you were gonna do music?
Like the funny thing is, so I was working in New York, at a job that she was pretty satisfied with. But I just quit that job. I came here, and then I literally just told them, just give me 3 months. And I'm gonna get into a label and prove to you guys that this music thing, I'm taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So they gave me 3 months, my parents, and then within 3 months, I did get into a label that they knew of.
Wow.
So that's when the green lights turned on like that.
And now they're like fully supportive.
Yeah. The funny thing is, back then I was kind of like the the laughing stock of the whole family, because everybody's like in academics and whatnot, and it's like, yo, this look at YunB, he's doing music, he's rapping. But the funny thing is, once they saw me on TV, this is kind of like the funny, like the irony in it. It's like, to me, like to us, like it's not a big deal. Like being on Shomi더머니, it's just a show. But once they see that, it becomes like, oh, like, oh, it's YunB가, oh, 와라, but you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, it's definitely the power of media, especially
It
to
is,
like
it is.
elders. Just being on TV itself is like a
Exactly.
huge deal, It's
Yeah.
very glorified.
so
but
that's very hilarious. So whenever I go to 설날 or 추석, they all treat me like a celebrity, but I'm like, well, 3 years ago, it's like a completely different story.
yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it just makes me laugh sometimes. But I'm glad that I'm on the good end rather than the the opposite side.
Right. I'm glad you have all of their full support now. We have this first live from you today that we're going to
Yes,
listen
sir.
to. And the song is called Truman Show. Is it based on the movie?
Yes, it is. It is. This is the song that I did with YunB from 쇼미더머니 8. And then we were deciding on the topic of the song, and we're like, yo, what are we doing on TV? We have to diss each other. This is not us. Like people are gonna look at this and they're gonna make memes out of it.
Yeah.
And which it has worked in my favor, the this battle meme. But at the end of the day, we were like, yo, this like Truman Show. I feel like this media stuff, it doesn't really showcase us as human beings. It really just showcases us as memes or characters, as forms of, entertainment. So this song, the lyrics and everything's kind of based on that.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna listen to it right away.
All right.
Are you ready?
Of course.
YunB? Okay. We can start?
Yes.
Okay, this is Truman Show by YunB.
I've been living like Truman, my life's in a zoo. 알아줘, I'm a human, I got feelings too. Just like you. 너와 난 다르지 않다는 걸. Just like you. 나도 아픔을 느낀다는 걸.
Lights flashing, no time for reactions. 내 일상을 담아내 화면 앞에 reacting. 소통은 이미 단절됐어. 음악으로 얘기하고 판단 간절했어. 이 순간 TV로 보이는 나란 사람을 보고 판단해. 나도 같은 사람이야 감정해. 솔직할수록 논란이 생겨. 작은 실수도 너의 가십거리가 돼. This is on a whole nother level. People keep on talking, feel like everybody watching. Whoa. 아무리 조심을 해도 누군가 날 욕하지. 나를 봐. 나도 똑같은 사람이야. 나를 봐. 사랑하는 일을 할 뿐이야.
I've been living like Truman, my life's in a zoo. 알아줘, I'm a human, I got feelings too. Just like you.
너와 난 다르지 않다는 걸.
Just like you.
나도 아픔을 느낀다는 걸.
I've been living like
That's
Truman,
right.
my life's in a zoo.
In a zoo.
알아줘, I'm a human, I got feelings too.
Just like you. 너와 난 다르지 않다는 걸.
Just like you.
나도 아픔을 느낀다는 걸. Hey. There we go.
What was that at the end?
That's what I usually do with my homies when I finish like freestyling and stuff.
Oh,
You
really?
just go like,
Yeah, he told me that him and his friends get together in the studio and just freestyle. This is like a weekly thing.
yeah, it's like almost like twice a week. We just get together and freestyle. We just turn on beats and we start dissing each other and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds really cute. I mean, not the dissing part, but I mean, it's all for fun and
Yeah,
games,
it's all
you
for
know?
fun and games.
Do you feel like it helps you, like in terms of your skills?
Definitely. Cause top lines, coming up with lyrics. What I feel like is anything really forced. It's not that natural when you hear it recorded.
Yeah.
So it's better when it's just kind of like freestyle,
Right.
like lines and stuff. So that's kind of my know-how when I make songs. A lot of it is melody based.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of has to roll off the tongue. So,
Oh, wow, interesting. We have some messages for you from our listeners.
Yeah.
Sabrina from Malaysia says, "Hi, DJ Ash and Skittles. What's up, YunB? I'm wondering, what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?"
That's a very nice question. Well, to be honest, I probably would have, gone to the military, like as an officer or something, or I would have been stuck in Wall Street as an account manager, probably something along those lines, but something definitely not fun. Yeah.
Just in the office
Yeah, in
all
the
day
office,
or something like that.
yeah, some kind of marketing gig, kind of like what's that show with the marketing firm? I forgot. It's a really
Wolf of
not
no
Wolf of Wall
show.
Street. Yeah, it's a really famous drama, but I forgot the name. Donald Draper.
I have no idea.
Okay. Then I'm a pass.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
Comparing your life in Syracuse and your life in the big city, which one did you like better?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Anything has a pro and a con. City life, I mean, to be honest, it's only reserved for, in my opinion, my college years. When I'm 20 to 25,
Yeah.
I had the best college experience and like anybody could ask for, in my opinion. A lot of details omitted, but like too many details omitted.
Yeah.
But Syracuse is kind of like the place where I would go when I'm 50 or 60,
Right.
and kind of, you know, retirement. You know, that's what I go fishing and stuff.
Go fishing.
Yeah,
And shooting stuff.
yeah, shooting stuff, go fishing. You
Uh-huh.
know. Yeah, that's definitely.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your college years very much. Have you visited since then?
Syracuse, I haven't gone back ever since I left for college.
Uh-huh. What about the city, New York?
City, I went back, I would say, 4 years ago to shoot a music video
Oh, nice.
for my first full-length album.
Mm-hmm.
So we shot 2 videos in New York. Yeah.
Wow. Did you get to meet with any of your college friends?
Yeah, yeah. And that was a funny experience too, because, you know, to them, like even if when as a college kid, to me, people out in 쇼미더머니 or like highlight records, they seemed like very big people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so 연예인, like, oh, celebrity, you know. So back in the days when I heard, you know, well, Gray Hyung coming through, like J Park's coming through, our eyes went wild. We were just like, whoa, like, yo, damn, you know, we gotta get an autograph or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went back after I got into highlight, it was like all the 형들
Mm-hmm.
and like kind of like the K-Town people, you
Yeah.
know, the Flushing people, the Queens people, the Brooklyn people, basically the whole boroughs.
Yeah.
Like, all the people that I used to know, they wanted autographs. I was like, what?
Oh.
I was like, bro.
Oh, that
Yeah.
must have felt good.
It was a very cheesing out moment.
Mm-hmm.
I was cheesing out hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like the pride of their,
It was kind of
city
like,
to
yeah, it's
state now.
kind of like this 얘가 한국 가서 뭐 그래도 어디 들어갔네. Like like that kind of feeling.
Yeah, they definitely approve and they definitely
Yeah, yeah.
recognize you as a celebrity, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
Yeah.
Aaron from USA says, welcome to Studio YunB. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm wondering, who was your biggest influence growing up? Like, who was your hero or role model? What has been your proudest moment in life? If you could relive a moment in life as it happened or skip forward to a random event in the future, would you choose to do it? Thanks for visiting. Have a great night. First of
Oh.
all, your biggest influence.
Well, I had a lot of influences. The biggest one, I'm gonna just keep it short. I would say my grandfather. Yeah. My grandfather was my biggest influence growing up. That was for sure.
What about like musically?
Musically, you know, I was on the very first CD that I bought was in 6th grade, and it was Boys to Men CD. And the reason for that was back then I tried to buy Eminem's CD, but because of age restrictions, the CD guy the record guy instead recommended me Boys to Men. so I remember listening to Boys to Men on the school bus.
In your CD player?
Yeah, my CD, but it was Boys to Men.
Yeah.
And back then in middle school, I was in Korea.
Oh.
So imagine me in the bus, listening to Boys to Men.
Oh, this is Korea.
Yes, this was Korea. Because I went to school in Korea for elementary school and middle school.
Uh-huh. Did kids even listen to CD players on the way to school back then?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
really?
did, they
In
did.
middle school?
Yeah,
Oh,
back in
cool.
6th grade and probably like 7th and 8th grade, people started getting the iRiver MP3s.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I remember those.
So yeah, so musically, R&B really influenced me a lot. Soul music, jazz. I was in musicals in high school, and I created this basically extracurricular club, school club, called Beats, Rhymes, and Pebbles, because our school name was Manliest Pebble Hill School.
Manliest Pebble Hill School?
Yeah, that was the name of the school.
Uh-huh.
So we named this thing called Beats, Rhymes, and Pebbles instead of Beats, Rhymes, and Poetry.
Oh, that's
That was
cute.
like a little cute thing, like high school little thing where we would write lyrics and listen to jazz music, play the piano and stuff like that. So a lot of my influence comes from soul music, jazz music, and R&B. And at the same time, a lot of Memphis trap, like 666 Mafia. So if you listen to a lot of the songs that I make, the drums and kicks and the 808s are usually very hard, very like 666 Memphis style trap drums, but the melody and the chord and the progression is usually very jazzy and smooth.
Yeah.
So, it kind of both are my influences. 666 Mafia, DJ Paul, like big time legend, and at the same time a lot of jazz musicians like Thelonious Monk, Wes
Wow.
Montgomery, etc., etc.
You must have loved music so much to begin like an extracurricular club. Was it a club activity?
Yeah, it was like a little club. We had a little blog on Blogspot. I think Blogspot doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that was
So-
like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, music has been with you for a very long time.
Yes.
I mean, we have to talk about your latest release, your ninth single, "Man Is Sad."
Yeah.
There are two tracks
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
album, and I feel like it's very dark and gloomy, the vibes
yeah.
of the songs. What's the concept? I mean, besides "Man Is Sad."
Well, the concept is like the first song is called Floyd, and the second is called Going Home. It's kind of like a prequel and a sequel. So for a breakup. So usually like the very previous EP that I released was called 이별일기, which translates to the breakup archives. So I kind of wanted to get out of that storyline. So this double single kind of serves as that getting out of that breakup moments is kind of like the closure. Yeah.
Wait, so you produced it and wrote the lyrics, composed and rearranged this all by yourself, right?
Of course, of course.
How long does it take to write one song?
It depends on the mood of the session. For me, for Man Is Sad, it took about 4 hours per song to
That's
do the
it?
whole thing. Yeah, it usually it's like there are those moments where you know that this song, this is it,
Yeah.
And there are those moments where you create a project, no matter what you do and no matter what you say or record, it just doesn't sound right.
You're right.
Yeah. So this was one of those. Usually songs that I release are the ones that sound right. So the mood is just right. So usually it takes 4 hours to longest is 8 hours, I would say.
Oh wow. Do you always write your songs based on your personal experiences?
Yeah. Usually the experience provides a certain type of emotion that I can kind of incept myself into. So once I'm in that mood, then I can create my own story sometimes. So everything is based upon experience, because how would I know an emotion if I haven't felt it,
Right.
So
And do you always write in English or?
there are all Korean songs, but it's pretty rare. And ever since I became independent,
Yeah.
there's no label to tell me to use more Korean.
Right.
So I've been using a lot of English. But at the same time, along the lines of songs that I'll release within this year, there are songs that are fully in Korean too. So it usually comes naturally. If I feel like doing it in English, I just do it in English. So that's how it usually works.
Okay, so you're totally fluent in both languages though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You don't mind. Okay. So we're gonna listen to a song. It's not a song that's in the recent album, "Man Is Sad." What, you didn't want to perform that song?
It's because the lyrics,
Too much profanity, right?
yeah, it's too much for radio, so too much omitting. So I felt like I would have to rap like blah 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 blah. So
Yeah, I was listening. I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to listen
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
live.
it was about a certain type of woman. But yeah, I'm gonna omit some more details. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can listen to it on our own, you
Yes,
know.
of course.
Guys,
Of
listen
course.
to it on your commutes to school or to work.
Please do.
Yeah, so we're gonna listen to another song. Can you introduce what the song is called and what it's about? It's called LAFS.
So LAFS is called abbreviation for Love at First Sight.
Ah.
This song is the first rock song that I did, indie / high teen British pop. I did this with C-Jam.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like my first tangent from hip hop. So same for Man Is Sad. The first song, Floyd, is an homage to Pink Floyd. Because I do listen to a lot of Radiohead and Pink Floyd and some alternative rock, acid rock. So LAFS was the song that really got me into making my own rap. So it's kind of like my 도전. It's my new exploration into a new genre, a new theme, and it was very light. Usually my songs are pretty gloomy or pretty heavy, but this one was probably my lightest song to date.
Okay, I actually enjoyed it a lot, this song. And we're gonna have the chance to listen to it live right now. So if you're ready, shall we start?
Yes, let's get it.
All right, this is LAFS.
Can't believe I'm doing this shit. Am I really? Woo! 난 너를 위해 다져 내 모든 것을 바쳐 난 이미 알고 있어 언젠가 크게 다쳐 멈출 수가 없어 헤어나오질 못해 너의 여장 속에 빠져 헤엄치고 있는데 Look at you, now look at me Baby girl, I could be your money tree I know you got many guys around you But I'm true when I tell you I give everything I could give you everything, anything Just don't leave me for somebody else I could give you everything, anything Just don't leave me for somebody else 멈출 수가 없어 헤어나오질 못해 너의 여장 속에 빠져 헤엄치고 있는데 멈출 수가 없어 헤어나오질 못해 너의 여장 속에 빠져 헤엄치고 있는데
Alright, that
Yeah, yeah.
was LAFS, Love at First Sight. I kind of heard lyrics like a girl is like, how do you say 어장관리 in English? It's like,
basically she's like the puppet master of a lot of guys.
and you're one of them.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
one of them.
I'm one of them in this song.
Lily from Mexico says YunB is the best producer.
Oh, Lily. I want to give a big shout out to Lily from Mexico because I think I do know who she is. She's been like almost a very devoted fan. She created like a fan page on Instagram. She even got a painting of me.
She drew it herself?
Like she commissioned it.
Oh, wow.
I think the breakup archives really helped her in a dark time. So she sent me this heartfelt message. So shout out to Lily from Mexico.
Shout out to Lily. Pink Skies from Shraya says, Hi Ash and YunB. YunB, you did a lot of emotional acting for your new music video, Floyd. How was the whole music video experience this time around?
Yeah, I did a lot of emotional acting. I actually was the scene where I was drinking out of that flask. I was actually drinking.
What were you drinking?
Tequila.
Wow, tequila?
Yeah.
How much did you drink?
Probably like we had 12 takes, so 12 flasks worth.
12 flasks? Not even 12 shots?
Yeah, 12 flasks.
Wait, what is your what is your limit? How much do you drink?
I can drink a lot. I can drink a lot.
I mean, I can tell.
But 12 flasks. So by the 8th flask, I think that really got me into my feelings. So you could see like in that video my my face expressions and all that. It's pretty real.
It helped. It
helped a
helped.
lot.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very authentic. Is how I would say it. Yeah.
So how long did the whole music video take, and where did you film it?
The whole thing took about 12 hours to shoot. It was a 1-day shoot. Thank God it was not 2. And it was taken in 대부도. Yeah, 대부도.
대부도. I see, I
Yeah.
see. And I know you're independently working right now.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you set everything up? Like, how do you get the music video director and everything?
So it's like this is the funny thing is I started out as like a bedroom DJ and at the same time a bedroom producer and at the same time a bedroom recording artist. So I kind of had to figure out how to mix my own vocals, how to master my own tracks before I even got signed. So the funny thing is my whole stint at Highlight, I only went to their studio once a year.
What?
So all the songs that you listen to that were released is done in my bedroom studio.
Ah.
So same, well, like by the same token, a lot of directors that I work with, I like to write the script with the directors.
Oh, wow.
So I do know a lot of directors that have been who have been working with me for probably the past 5 years. So same for the music video for Man is Sad. It's 수희 감독, 수희 Films. We've been working for the past 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So and obviously I have to pay for the expenses, but still it's a lot cheaper than doing it through a label, for example.
Ah, I see, I see.
So label to label, if a label hires a director, the price just goes way up.
Of course.
It's just how the industry is.
Yeah.
But if it's done through like my homie, it's a lot manageable. It still costs more than 4K.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It still costs more than 4K.
I mean, the quality looks like it would cost more than that, you know?
And then those are the videos that I could finally upload. I'm preparing my own YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna create a video for every single release that I do from now on.
Oh, wow. And you said you like have your own clothing company, you're running another business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So whatever revenue you make from that, you're kind of investing into your music,
exactly.
right? Ah, I
So,
see.
Yeah, another little quick story about the Man is Sad cover art. That's basically like everybody's doing NFTs,
Yeah.
non-fungible tokens these days. But that was my first NFT avatar that I created.
Yeah.
So that basically the clothing that I wear in the music video as well has that avatar on the back of the jumpsuit.
Uh-huh.
So that is basically the brand merchandise.
Oh, wow.
So in the video.
You're into like NFTs and like coins and stuff like that?
Crypto, I'm kind of exiting now.
Uh-huh.
I was into it, I would say like a year and a half ago. But now I'm exiting. I'm going into this thing called, this is good information, you guys. It's called DAO, DAO. Yes.
DAO. So
Yeah.
no more NFT, it's DAO
Yeah,
now?
I'm more into DAO these days. So
Whatever. They're all just like internet money currency things to me. I have no idea what they are. Anyways, we talked a lot about music. We're going to do something fun and light. We're going to play like a balance game. You know what it is, right?
Yeah,
Choose one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather not shower forever or not brush your teeth forever?
I wouldn't brush my teeth rather than not shower.
Okay, so you'd rather shower.
Obviously,
Okay.
that's an obvious for me because I just imagine myself working out and with that sweat. Imagine not having to shower in that state every day.
That's
Come
true.
on.
Ugh.
You know,
But
that's
you
just-
do brush your teeth regularly, right?
Details omitted. I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Okay. Would you rather get bitten by a mosquito on your lips or on the bottom of your foot?
Bottom of my foot. That's 100%.
What?
Because you can't see it.
But
First
it's
of
gonna
all.
itch, and it's weird for you to touch your feet
Foot.
in public.
I'll rather have that discomfort than having to scratch my lips all the time.
Really?
Like, especially with the mask on.
Oh.
I'm just thinking about it in very realistic terms. Imagine if you had a bit and it was itchy. You keep on after like biting your lips and stuff.
I don't know. I'm thinking realistically, and I'd rather get bit on
Oh,
my
on the
lips.
lips? Okay,
I don't want to
okay.
like scratch my feet all the time. Like people are gonna look at me weird too.
Oh, true. Oh, I guess that's
Yeah.
to each of his own.
Yeah.
of her
To each
own.
their own. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather starve for 3 days or break night for 3 days?
That's 100% starve for 3 days.
You could die.
There's a really funny story. I have a WordPress blog. I had a WordPress blog. It's still up there probably in college
Oh
days.
my God, WordPress! I haven't heard that in forever.
Exactly. All these old words coming out.
Some of our listeners have no idea what they are
Word-
because some of our listeners are
very
like
young.
so young. Yeah.
True. So I did like an experiment. in a junior year summer break where I water fasted for 21 days.
Wait, you didn't drink water for 21 days?
No.
Oh, you only drank water.
Yeah,
I was like, well, you die with no water.
for 21 days.
Why did you do that?
I just tried it as kind of like a meditation experiment, but it ended up being successful. I didn't die.
Yeah.
So,
Did you feel better by the end of it?
oh yes, I did.
Really?
So by the fourth day, so by the third day, you're really hungry. Like you go crazy. You could smell like chicken over rice from a mile away.
Yeah. Your senses are like
Yeah.
really.
But by the fourth day, you don't really feel hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Like all kinds of desires like kind of go down. You can't even sleep for that long by the seventh day. So it kind of like becomes so what should I do? I have all this time.
Yeah.
So I started just selling all my stuff.
What do you mean your
like
stuff?
shoes,
Uh-huh.
like shoes and clothes. I was selling it on Grailed.
Yeah.
Kind of just trying to get rid of all the stuff that I had that I didn't need.
Uh-huh.
And then by the 14th day, I think it happens not to everybody, but for me, I had like this like breakdown moment where I was like crying and stuff. And then after that moment, it just became just really serene
Yeah.
and peaceful. And I actually meditated in a Central Park. So I was probably that weirdo in Central Park.
Just
back
by
in-
yourself.
Yeah, just by myself.
You're a very interesting person. I feel like the more I talk to him, the more I find out like
Oh,
These
it's interesting.
different
It's interesting.
things. And yeah, it seems like you've lived one heck of a life.
That's
And you're
awesome.
younger than me too. I mean, by,
By
1
1
year.
year,
I don't
by
want to
1
sound like a
year.
boomer, but like I need to hear more of your stories without the omissions.
Oh,
You know,
true,
I need
true,
to hear all the details. But that's
But
very
yeah,
interesting.
So that's exactly why I chose 3 days of not eating, because there's a piece of cake not to eat for 3 days. Even for music video shootings and 방송 출연, going out on shows, you just gotta be in shape.
Yeah.
You know? So usually 3 days is all it takes to be
Dang.
in shape. So
Okay. The last one is, would you rather live with a mouse that's 187 centimeters tall, or would you rather live as a mice for 1 year with the memories and the knowledge you have now? This is so weird.
yeah, that's like a very Rick and Morty esque. Rick and Morty esque question.
Ew, the 187 centimeter tall mouse? That's disgusting.
I would rather live with a mice.
Oh
But at the
my
same time,
God.
you have to think about if you were a mice, imagine how big the roaches would be.
Yeah,
all
that's
these-
disgusting. But I feel like as a mouse in New York, you'd be able to survive pretty well, right? I mean,
Oh.
there's so many mice
Oh
there.
my god, it's just
And they're all
gross.
huge.
It's
They're
just
like huge.
The rats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're rats, not mice.
But yeah, I'd rather live as a mice with sentient knowledge.
Okay.
Like imagine being a 187 mouse, like just going around.
Yeah,
like,
people will kill you.
exactly.
People will shoot you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, YunB, it's already time to send you off.
yes, it is.
Yes, you need to come back and tell us more stories, or you need to like create your own podcast or something where you just like tell people about all of your experiences in upstate and in the city. Great to have you in the studio. We are gonna send you off with a
Yes.
song called 그 여자, Her,
Yes.
featuring PH1.
Yes.
Yes, and we'll see you again next time, YunB.
Okay. See you guys next time. And,
All right.
Thank you for having me, Ashley.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.